Cher here, and let's finally talk about this. Yeah, I cave. First and foremost, I'm not even going to bother doing an exaggerated skit on how the hell this song even got to number 1 on the US charts because that'll be a waste of my time. The answer to that question is obvious for 2 reasons. 1, because the armies are the greatest money splurgers on the face of the planet, and 2, this is such a middle-of-the-road, full English K-pop sex jam that no one in America is even going to bat an eye at anything out of the norm. So you're probably wondering why I'm even reviewing this in the first place. Well, because this is the first BTS solo song in a while that's actually getting talked about more often than their group singles. Like Crazy by Jimin only got talked about because it only charted at number 1 for like a week before the Billboard Hot 100 switched back to Morgan Wallen's Last Night, which just proves that K-pop stans literally have no idea how the Billboard Hot 100 works. Even besides from that, people have seemed to have forgotten that song even existed because based on my mutual's opinions on it, it was okay to less than average, so not worth talking about, so to speak. Seven is also mid in terms of quality, but based on how much similar it is to other Western pop songs right now, I guess it's still a bop for radio or even TikTok plays. Well, the music by itself is not the only reason why it was so talked about. The other half is because armies are apparently shocked at how dirty the lyrics actually are. Firstly, it's a sex song, what do you expect? Secondly, Jungkook is basically a grown-ass man who can sing about whatever the fuck he wants. Thirdly, if you think Seven is a dirty pop song, WAP must be the most quaint cottagecore crap I've ever heard. Then again, most armies are teenagers or even younger than that, so this must be absolutely shocking to them while the rest of us are just sitting here stirring our cocktails out of annoyance. I bet these are the same people who would be surprised at how dirty Cake by the Ocean is. Sorry to burst their bubbles, I guess. As a sex song, I think I would prefer this kind of subtlety to WAP or Freakin' You because it's just that inoffensive enough to actually be sexy. That is, until you get to the chorus.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week.
If you thought you knew the definition of a mood killer, you have never listened to this song before, which I do applaud you for. I've heard of not-so-sexy sex anthems before, but the very moment I was being introduced to the 7 days of the week, like I was in preschool again, I clocked out. I mean, it's me. I didn't want to listen to anything BTS related in the first place, but considering how many dance challenges from my bias groups I watched on Instagram, the choice of song was not exactly optional. So that meant I unwillingly had to watch my favorite groups and idols dance to Jungkook reciting all of the days of the week as if we didn't know them before. I get why it was written like that because it's what the title is about and it's supposed to remind us that Jungkook wants to fuck you every day of the week. But couldn't he just blatantly use the title word for something obvious line than to tediously recite all of the days of the week as if we're in kindergarten? But the lesser known reason for why people don't really like this song is the featured artist who appears in the third verse.
Take control, take your soul, take your phone and put it in the camera roll.
Seriously, out of all of the rappers Jungkook could have gotten for this song, he chose the big dick energy rapper? Like her flow was anything worth reminding the public about? She even wants to remind you all of who she is based on this one line in particular.
Days a week, 7 different sheets, 7 different angles, that could be a fantasy.
Yeah, we know Latto, and that was the song all of us tried to forget. If you want me to be blunt here, if it wasn't for Latto's verse, I think I would have given this song a simple 5 out of 10 score based on the chorus alone. But with the rap tanking this song even further for me, I lowered it to a 3 out of 10. For the people who actually like the song, you can hate me as much as you want for pointing out the obvious, or just because I decided to talk about a song that involved one of the 7 members of a problematic boy group that is impossible to cancel because of how ridiculously dedicated its fan base is. However, I would like to remind everyone that for once in my life, I was willing to put my bias to the side just to talk about an averagely made song that had 2 major flaws going for it. Also, if you did intend to click on this video just so you can leave a hate comment regardless of whether you even reached this point or not, you're only adding attention-grabbing elements to my content, not deterring others from it, so thank you in advance.
Every hour, every minute, every second, night after night, I'll be loving you for 7 days a week.
And that's it for today's video. I know this review is a lot less detailed compared to my other videos of this type, especially the What Was I Made For video, but there really wasn't much to talk about in regards to this. It's just a generic pop song that ended up failing the average grade assignments. As usual, if you guys liked what I did, please hit the button. If you guys haven't subbed yet, please do so and hit the bell to make sure you can see my future videos in your sub box. I'm Cait, Cher, and it's been real. Ciao!